decisions will be made and guided by ethical theories that I learned yesterday, the 4 of them. Have the ball?
You have the ball?
Or can I mention the 4 theories?
Yes.
Oh, good. Front page theory, golden rule theory, utilitarian theory, and the last one, let it be mentioned by, I have the ball.
You have the ball.
I put it here.
You put it here.
I put it there.
You put it there.
I turn it here.
You turn it there and hand it over.
Thank you, Madam. I have the ball.
You have the ball.
Before I answer what she was saying, yesterday I also learned that you need all information before you take a decision. So I'm still gathering information before I answer you. I have the ball.
You have the ball. So as you aspire to become the leader that he has prophesied for you, and I did not hear an amen.
Amen.
Yes. When he says he's seeing leaders, it's you he's talking about. Take it up, work on it, and let me read about you for as long as I'm still alive. I'm still interested in these things. And the TVs won't have died. I will see you on screen. And I'll say, imagine it was in that one show when they were saying to you that become leaders. Hiya, this prophecy, the power of the tongue. Carry the son and Gertrude.
May compare your faces with the ones that we saw on Wednesday. You're looking forward to going home? Or you've learned so much that you're very happy? We are very happy to hear that you are benefiting from what we are sharing with you, because learning is about sharing knowledge. And if you share knowledge and people don't appreciate it, then it doesn't make any sense. But it will become even better if you now practice what you have learned. Remember, we said in this framework, the more you practice, the easier it will be for you to learn. And there'll always be something new to learn, because no case is similar. Every case is unique. But as you handle them, don't fear to make decisions. They say you'd rather make a bad decision, but make a decision anyway. The reason we have problems sometimes in our families and even in our country is because people don't want to make decisions. Even at workplace, people don't want to make decisions. They just want to be on the fence because they don't know. Maybe if I make this decision, there's a cancellation. So you're so scared of cancellation work, and you end up not making a decision which ruins even your career prospects. So learn to make decisions. You have learned the framework, please use it. Use it everywhere. Hata kwa nyumba. Let your wife see a difference in how you're handling the dilemmas between her relatives and your relatives. Those are usually great dilemmas. Mzee anasema when your relatives come, wanakula ingo, lakini wangu yes, I'm not such conflicts. Those are realities. Jamila, those are realities. Then you will start getting annoyed. But now you know how to deal with those issues, because we must learn to make decisions. And remember, there's always a price to pay for every decision we make. That's a very powerful statement. Whether a good decision or a bad decision, there is a price to pay. So ask yourself, which price do I want to pay? Do you want to pay the price for a bad decision or for a good decision? Pay the price because you made a good decision. Because life is not a straight line. A few years down the line, people will remember there is someone. They will remember there is Kennedy. Sindio? Right now, they might push you aside and you may feel like you are forgotten. But a few years down the line, they will remember there is someone called Kennedy. There is a position that may come up and everyone will remember Kennedy and your time will come. So you should never be discouraged, even at workplace. When you are isolated, you know the job that you people are doing is a job where it's very easy to be isolated. You hear mahali people keep quiet. Do you experience that? Kind of. You walk in, people shut up, others walk out. You walk into a meeting, everybody goes silent because you walked in. Why? Because they don't really you to hear what they're saying and you feel isolated. But be isolated for a good reason. They may isolate you, but they will respect you. Then the issue of Values, yes, our personal values are very important. So make sure you have those values. When you have values, they will always end. When you are faced with a tough situation and you remember your values, stand for your values. And finally, on peace, evidence, very important. Many a times you may find yourself making the wrong decision because you have relied on rumors. When there's a case to be investigated, there are so many people who will come to you with information, but no evidence. Unasema tunamwona, mimi yuko squeeze. Wewe unamwona. But you ask for evidence, they disappear. They don't come back. So stick to facts. When you have facts, nobody will challenge the report. But when you don't have facts, unasema hata mimi niliambiwa. Yes, umeambiwa, but where is the evidence of what they have seen? If they can't produce that evidence, chances are it's not true. Okay? So now we go straight to our topic today. It's going to be a very short topic. There's a lot to learn, but I will make it short because of time. And the topic is ethical leadership. Ethical leadership, it's a combination of what we've been learning from the beginning. Ethics, remember the definitions, what ethics is all about, and you combine it with what leadership is, then you come up with ethical leadership. Definitions, the value of ethics, why the increased concern for ethics, definition for leadership, essence of leadership, and then ethical leadership, importance of ethical leadership, 3 things ethical leaders do, principles of ethical leadership, how to become an ethical leader, and then the conclusion. So as usual, we start with definitions. Why? Because before you start a journey, you must know the direction. So definitions give you that direction of where you're going. You need to know what ethics is, you need to know what leadership is, so that when you combine the two, you understand what ethical leadership is. We already defined what ethics is, and we'll just do it again for purposes of emphasis, because when you repeat something, then it sticks in your head. We say that ethics is concerned with the principles, values, and beliefs that define what is right or wrong behavior. So those principles that define or guide and tell us what right behavior is and what wrong behavior is what we call ethics. It also refers to standards and practices that tell us how, as human beings, we ought to act in the various situations in which we find ourselves. And we saw that in yesterday's case study. And we find ourselves in various situations as parents, friends, children, citizens, business people, professionals. There are always situations that we find ourselves in. But ethics guides us on the right behavior to demonstrate. It helps us to decide what is right and good, what is wrong, and what is bad in any given situation. How about leadership? Ethics is about who leaders are, their character, and what they do, their actions and behaviors. And when you talk about leaders, don't look at someone else, don't look at your boss. We are all leaders. Wherever you are a leader. At home, you are a leader, isn't it? You give directions. You direct, you do staffing. You hire and fire house managers at will, isn't it? Yes, but we are all leaders in our different capacities. As an individual, you are a leader because you have been endowed with talents. All of us have talents, skills. We have all been gifted with different talents and skills. So for you to become a leader, it means you must identify your skill and your talent and develop it. The moment you start using it and exploiting your potential, then that is what leadership is all about. Because then you become influential. You begin to influence people because of the way you're using your talents and your skills. So don't look at leadership in terms of numbers, followers. That is just a by the way. Okay? Leadership. So what is leadership? Leadership is the process of influencing others in a way that they willingly and enthusiastically strive to achieve goals. Those two words are very important. Willingly and enthusiastically. So look at yourself, at your workplace. Are you influencing people willingly? Are they following your instructions willingly and enthusiastically? Or they just do it because they need a salary? Ask yourself. So we can define ethical leadership as the process of influencing people through principles, values, and beliefs that we embrace that we have defined as right behaviors. So you're using ethics, that is the principles, to influence people to behave in a certain way. That is what we call ethical leadership. A company with a good reputation does well in the marketplace compared to the one with a poor reputation. And we know from this information is in public domain. There are companies whose reputation is poor. When the company is mentioned, what wanasema no hiyo Can you give us an example of an organization with good reputation? KPF? You think so? Yes. You have evidence? Yes. You do research?